Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to explain The Valet from 2022, a delightful comedy and romance film. Antonio Flores is a humble valet who lives with his mother, Cecilia. He is separated from his wife, Isabel, and shares custody of their teenage son. Antonio's neighborhood is under threat from upcoming gentrification plans, which local bike shop owner Natalie is trying to fight. Actress Olivia Allen is having an affair with city developer and married billionaire Vincent Royce. One night, when Olivia is getting into her Uber with Vincent standing next to her, Antonio crashes his bike into the car. The three are photographed together, sparking rumors of Olivia and Vincent's affair. Fearing he will lose his company if his wife Catherine divorces him, Vincent comes up with a plan to have Olivia and Antonio pretend to be a couple. Olivia accepts because she wants to avoid bad publicity before the premiere of her new film, Earhart, in which she stars as Amelia Earhart. Antonio requests $12,850 to pay for Isabel's debts. Antonio and Olivia go out for lunch surrounded by paparazzi, where Olivia is rude and calculating and Antonio is out of place. Everyone falls for the ploy, except for Catherine, who hires a private investigator to tail them. At the premiere of Earhart, Catherine questions Antonio, who stands up for himself when she criticizes his occupation. As he leaves the event, Antonio realizes he has become famous, especially within the Latin American community. Antonio and his friends drive a drunk Olivia home to avoid any unflattering paparazzi pictures. The next day, Olivia is given a proper breakfast by Antonio's family. She admires their closeness and love for each other. Vincent is incorrectly led to believe that Antonio and Olivia slept together, making him jealous. Earhart receives positive reviews after the premiere, but Olivia is lonely and unsure of Vincent's promise to leave his wife. Olivia attends Antonio's son's play at school. Out of jealousy, Isabel kisses Antonio, who tells her the truth about Olivia. Antonio and Olivia bond, and Olivia welcomes her anonymity in a Latin American neighborhood. Back home, they pretend to have sex to mess with private investigators observing them from across the street. Cecilia tells Antonio she is glad he has found love again, like she has with their Korean landlord Mr. Kim, even though neither can speak the same language. Olivia acknowledges that she has not been living a healthy lifestyle. The following day, Isabel tells Antonio she wants to file for divorce because she does not want to be with someone who thinks so little of himself. Olivia and Antonio fight over each of their self-destructive tendencies, her aloofness and his self-deprecation, and they publicly break up. Vincent's lawyer later approaches Antonio to pay him $25,000, explaining that he grew up like Antonio and he is happy whenever he can do the right thing. Antonio hesitates but takes the money. Cecilia suffers a stroke and dies in the kitchen with Mr. Kim at her side. At the funeral, Antonio delivers a heartfelt eulogy about his mother's hardships to give him and his siblings a better life in the United States and thanks Mr. Kim for giving her happiness. He speaks in English so Mr. Kim's family can translate. Antonio makes up with Olivia, who decides to break up with Vincent. Catherine learns the truth about Vincent, files for divorce, and takes over the company. To thank Antonio, Catherine cancels the gentrification plans. Antonio builds up the courage to ask out Natalie. The film closes with Antonio and Olivia discussing Antonio's love life while the paparazzi take photos from the street. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button for more content like it. It shows the algorithm you love the content and encourages it to reach more viewers. Thanks for watching.